Sacred Ground is a 15-bed facility. It's a hospice house, meaning patients who come here are under the care of a hospice provider, and we become their 24-hour caregiver.
Sacred Ground is an amazing facility that Cindy was able to open here in our Knoxville community that allows patients and their families to have an alternative place to have their last days. And Sacred Ground is different than any other facility that I can even describe to you.
This is a facility that has opened it up to where they can be in a wonderful environment that is very much like a home environment, but it allows for many family members to visit and be with the person who is in the active stages of passing. And it's not a sad place. I think that's what I would say that you could take away from it, is that it's a place that has a lot of laughter and a lot of activities, and they're making their final days or weeks, whatever time it is, into really joyful memories.
This is such a wonderful facility. It is so needed, and a lot of people say it's the best kept secret in Knoxville. And you really, and as Cindy says all the time, you really can't explain it to somebody. You have to experience it. So when you walk through those doors, you see a beautiful facility, and the grounds and the facility are wonderful, but what really is important is the care they receive.
Families, friends, volunteers, nurses, they all sat and visited with the hospice clients in accommodating and welcoming gathering rooms, sunrooms, living rooms.
Sacred Ground has offered people choice. Oftentimes when your loved one is dying, you may not have the option for them to pass at home, and you may not want them to be in a hospital. And Sacred Ground offers a facility full of loving and caring nurses in a home-like atmosphere where you have an actual suite that you're able to be there with your family.
As far as I know, it's the only one of its kind here within our area. So it was really kind of a novel idea.
Once you're here and you experience that compassion and love that not only our caregivers but our volunteers. We have wonderful volunteers, and they make sure no one ever dies alone. Patients have all their needs met, and families are supported.
It is really something that I believe gives a great deal of peace to the people that are within her immediate community here, and serving actually all of this East Tennessee area. And it's very impactful. I hope that it's a model really for other communities to look at and develop, because it would be a wonderful thing to take off.
As Cindy likes to say, we can't change the end, but we certainly can change the journey. And indeed, Cindy has changed the journey for hundreds of patients and their family members.
Cindy is a person that exudes joy. To know Cindy is to love Cindy. Cindy is one of the most empathetic and genuine people you'll ever come across. You'll often see her with tears in her eyes when you're talking to her, just because she feels whatever you have to say, and she feels it in her core.
Cindy is a very determined and brave person. I met Cindy about almost 2 years ago when I came to Sacred Grounds, and very impressed with her ability to open this facility, being that her background was not in healthcare. She followed a calling.
Cindy is an extremely warm-hearted person. I think her empathy level is perhaps higher than the average person's.
As we toured the facility, Cindy often stopped and chatted and hugged the clients and their families. Without question, she was well vested in their journey.
I'm gonna just read, because I want to quote it correctly, a post that she made less than a week ago. And I think this will really show you why she does what she does. So this is verbatim quoting. Every day when I walk into Sacred Ground Hospice House, I know it was birthed by God to fill the unbearable void until He calls me home. Rudy would have loved it.